The Netherlands introduced a golden visa program in 2013. The key requirement was for high net worth applicants to invest at least 1,250,000 euros. And that had to be invested either in a Dutch startup, or either it had to be put into some sort of venture capital fund which actually invested in multiple startups. Also, if you get a chance, if you'll visit our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, on how to legally get your taxes to zero, and also how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months. And also, if you get a chance, hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get these new videos as they come out automatically. Okay, the residency visa is applicable for a partner and dependent and his children. After 5 years from the time the visa has been in effect, you can actually get permanent residency status through a permanent resident permit, or you can actually pass the Dutch language test, and also it's a cultural test too, and you can get Dutch citizenship. The applicant must reside in the Netherlands or Europe for at least 4 months per year each year up to that point. Although Dutch law does restrict dual citizenship, it is possible for Dutch nationals to legally hold dual citizenship in a number of circumstances. But as a general rule, they don't allow dual citizenship. This is something, it depends on the way that you actually get the citizenship. If you get it through marriage, that can allow dual citizenship. If you get it through naturalization, that's not allowed. That's where you've got a Dutch passport and then you're looking at getting into another passport by getting it naturalized. In other words, getting residency in another country. They don't allow that. So it just depends on your situation there. Netherlands does have a great universal health care. In fact, it's one of the best in the world, but you're going to pay the price for it in your tax dollars. The taxes are extremely high, which I'm going to go over in a minute in the Netherlands. The GDP per capita in the Netherlands is $53,000 a year. As of the 2nd of July 2019, Dutch citizens had visa-free or visa-free on arrival access to 184 countries and territories, ranking the Dutch passport 5th in terms of travel freedom time with Austria, Portugal, and also Switzerland. The Netherlands does tax worldwide income at very high rates, some of the highest rates of any country in the world. The individual income tax rates run as high as 49.50%. That's for the year 2020. The corporate tax rate is 22.5% for 2020. There is an inheritance tax that runs anywhere from 10 to 40%. There's also a gift tax that charges the beneficiary that's actually getting the gift. Wealth tax works like this. It's actually taxed on possessions like savings accounts, shares like stocks and things like this. Houses are taxed when a taxpayer filing single has more than 30,360 euros. This is the amount for 2019. For couples, this tax-free amount is actually doubled. And then consumer goods like cars and furniture that are not held as an investment, those are actually excluded from this. The tax rate comes in actually tiers, and the way it works is like this. For 2019, and then of course it's updated each year, it starts off at 0.58% tax on 30,361 euros up to 102,010 euros in assets. And then it jumps up higher. It's 1.34% on euros of 102,010 euros up to 1,020,096 euros. And then there's another hike up of 1.68% of assets on euro assets of 1,020,096 euros. There's also a VAT in the Netherlands that's very high. In fact, it runs depending on the actual item that you're buying, up to 21%. And of course, it depends on the actual, whether it's food or luxury type items that you're buying. But that is the range. All right, I'm going to give you my evaluation of the program, and it is as follows. The passport is actually a great passport because of the number of visa-free countries and territories that you can travel to, either visa-free or visa-free on arrival. But you're paying a huge price for this. You're looking at 50 to 60% of your taxes are going to be, or your money is going to be lost in taxes. So your overall profits in what you figure out, it's not worth it to me. It's a tremendous amount of money you're giving out. My whole theory is give me my money and I'll pay my own health care insurance or whatever the social programs they offer. Give it to me and I can do it a lot cheaper than the way they're doing it. You'll also be restricted in getting a second passport unless you relinquish the Dutch passport in most cases. There are exclusions where you can have a second passport, but in most cases, you will, according to the number of people that are getting dual citizenship there, in most cases you won't be able to get dual citizenship, so you'll have to relinquish your other passport to get the Dutch passport. So that's something you need to take into consideration. And I've put on many videos that when a country does that, I'm telling you, they're going to control your freedom, because if you ever have a problem in that country and you have to leave that country and you go to a country you escaped to for some reason, you cannot renew cedulars, visas, anything. Everything is determined on a valid passport. I keep telling people this and it doesn't sink in their heads. If you go to another country and you get residency, and that's what I call the escape country that you're going to, and you got a problem in the other country, and let's say that country's Netherlands, all they got to do is just don't renew your passport or they'll cancel it. And then in the other country you've gone to, you can't renew anything. All your cedulars, residency, everything is dependent on a valid passport. And now you can't get a second passport because you got a problem, and these other countries are not going to want to take you because they usually run criminal and civil checks to see if you've got an existing problem. That's why you need these second passports, and you got to do it like an insurance policy. You got to get it ahead of time before you have a problem. Otherwise, you're going to have a real issue when a problem comes up and you only have a passport in one country, and that one country is now either cancels the passport or they make it where you can't renew it when that time comes up for renewal. So these are key things that you have to look at. But you can get a second passport. You can get a great passport program and keep 100% of what you make by bypassing the tax man and still get multiple passports where a country like the Netherlands cannot control your travel. There's so many countries out there that will allow dual citizenship, and you can keep 100% of your money with zero taxes. I just did a passport ranking on the best countries in the world as far as tax-free, allowing dual citizenship that provide the most visa-free travel. You need to look at that. That's where I would be going, not the Netherlands. I mean, this is the worst place. It'd be the last place I would want to go. I don't like socialism, and most of our readers don't like socialism, so I would avoid this country at all costs. Just remember, when a country controls your travel, they control your freedom. This is what you need to remember. And if you forget this, you're going to have a problem one day if you ever have to leave your country. Anyway, if you want to learn more on how to legally get your taxes to zero, how to get a second passport, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen. You'll get all these new videos as they come out automatically. I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put that below, and I'd be glad to get back with you and see if I can solve your problem. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit the button at the top of the home page that says Apply with Us, and you'll get questions that come up. Just fill those out, and there'll be a button at the bottom that says Send Back to Us. Hit that. We'll get the questions, we'll analyze your situation, and see if we can solve your problem. We also deal with 74 different countries in the world. Every country's got their advantages and disadvantages, so it depends on the person, what you're looking for, and what you want to give up. Some people don't mind socialism. Fine, we got countries for people like that want freebies and handouts. That you want socialism, we've got countries that will give it to you. If you want countries that you don't have to pay any taxes, we've got those for you too. And we'll analyze your situation, see what we can do to help you out. And thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to talking to you on the next one. Take care.